Now, this is a step-by-step procedure on how to visualize data on Excel using Sparklines. Yes, we have data like this, and it is like a trend. There are some sort of trends in each and every row. For example, you can see we have a number of account managers from the first one up to the last one. And then there is different sales figures that they recorded for each and every year from 2013 down to 2016. Now, the sparkline is going to help us just see how this particular person or this particular account manager or salesperson has been performing from year 2013 to 2016. Now, this is where the sparkline comes in handy now to enable us visualize this data so that anybody who does not have the data analysis ability can easily understand. What we want to have in the end is something like this, are visual effects like this, what we have here. You can see, for example, from 2013, the sales were quite low. From 2014 to 2014, it was rising. It rose again to 2015, and you can see it has been visualized and it has been shown by the sparklines. Then 2016, again, it was a rise from 2015, and you can see the same to the second account manager. The second account manager, you can see for 2013, the sales were quite high. 2014, it was very, very low, and you can see it has been shown here. For 2015, it was rising again. 2016, it was again rising, but was still very, very low. Now, this is what we want to see how it is done. Now, first, let me clear this. I'll come to home, then clear. I'm going to clear format. But clear all. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to click where I want that sparkline to be placed. Then I'm going to come to the Insert tab. The Insert tab, I'm going to come up to where we have the Sparklines group. Under the sparkline, you can see we have three main types. We have the line sparkline, the column sparklines, and the windlass sparklines. Let us start with the line sparkline. And when we click on that, a window like this opens. Now let us see what goes into this window. Choose the data that you want. What we have to do first is to choose the data range. Our data range is from 2013 to 2016. So I'm just going to click on that, then copy it up to 2016. Then the location has already been established. We know exactly where we want this sparkline to be placed. So that is G2. G2 is okay. If you're not okay with that, you can just again click here and choose a different location. Now we are okay with that. Now just click OK, and you can see a sparkline has been inserted. Now what we are going to do for the remaining account managers, we are just going to place this plus sign at the corner. Then you hold down your key or your keyboard, then you drag it up to the last one, and just like that it has been done. Now what I want to do, I want to change it from now the line sparkline to the column sparkline or to the windlass sparkline. I'm going to click on that, come to where we have the sparkline. When I click on the sparkline, you can see there are a lot of options that I can choose from. What I want is the type of the sparkline. Now this is line sparkline. This is what I already have. I'm going for a column sparkline. So you click on that and you can see it has already been changed from the line sparkline to the column sparkline. I want to change the color. I'm not quite comfortable with the color that has been given to me, so I'm going to click again on that. And something that you have to realize is that whenever you click into one cell, the whole sparkline area is going to be highlighted to mean that these sparklines have already been grouped. We are also going to see how to group and ungroup these sparklines, and even how to select a different data that we want. So let me click into the first cell, then the whole sparkline area is going to be highlighted. Come to sparkline, then I'm going to move to the style. I want to choose a style for this sparkline. You click on the drop down arrow, you can see we have a wide range of styles that you can choose from. The one which I had before I deleted it was this, that is dark green sparkline style color number 4. So I'm going to click on that. You can see it has been changed. If I want a different one, maybe yellow, I'm going to click on yellow. I want something like gray, I'm going to click on gray. Let me come back to dark green. That is what I have. The next thing I want to look at, if for example I now want to select this data from the total up to 2016, what am I going to do? I'm going to click into the first cell, come to where we have the sparkline, then come up to where we have the edit data. I want to edit this data, so I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to edit data location. I'm going to click on that. No, that was not quite right. I do not want to edit the whole group. I just want to edit a single sparkline area. So I'm going to click on that. Now let me come back here. I click on sparkline, come to where we have edit data. Then I'm going to click on the drop down arrow. Then I'm not going to edit the group location. I'm going to edit the single sparkline data. So I click on that. Then now I want it to start from, that is B2 to F2. So I'm just going to click from there. Then I click on OK. You can see it has already changed. You can see at the first value under the total row or the total column is quite big, followed by this, and this has been shown here. If I want the same for the remaining part, sparkline, I'm just going to drag this down and you can see everything has changed. Again, if I want to change that, I'm going to click on that sparkline area, come here, select data. This time round, I want to edit the group location. Then it is now from 2013 to 2016. I do not want to include the total column. That is not right. Let me do for a single sparkline. Again, I'm coming back here, edit, single sparkline, then it is from, yes, then OK. Then I'm going to copy this formula down, then everything else has been done. Now, something else that we are going to do is to understand how to group and ungroup sparklines. As you can see here, these sparklines have been grouped. Anything I change in the first cell is going to be applied to the remaining cells. Now let me come to the sparklines. Just immediately under the sparklines, you can see it is already grouped. So the group option is inactive. So I want to ungroup them. Yes. Now you can see if I click on the first cell, only that cell has been highlighted. The second cell, only that has been highlighted. No, this simply means that the first cell has been ungrouped from the remaining cells. Let me group them, then ungroup them again. Group. Now what I want to ungroup all of them. If I want to ungroup all of them, I'm going to select the whole sparkline area. Then I come to ungroup. Now you can see I click into any cell, it is only that cell that is being highlighted. Mean that each and every cell has been separated from the group. And that means that whatever format I apply to one sparkline area is not going to be applied to the remaining sparkline area. Now let me group it again. To group it again, you highlight the whole area that you want to be grouped. You come back to the sparkline. Then you click on group. Now I click into any cell, you can see the remaining sparkline area is going to be highlighted. Now what I'm remaining with, I want to understand how to know the high points, the low points, and even the, yes, the wind loss areas. Highlight the whole sparkline area, click under the sparkline, then come to where we have the show. You can see we have a number of boxes that we can check into. We have the high point, the low point, the negative points, the first point, and the last point. Let me start with the high points. I click on that. And you can see the high points. Let me click on that. Then I come to where we have the marker color. The marker color, we have the high point. The high point, I want it to be painted something like yellow. So you can see all the high points are going to be painted yellow. Let me come back again. The low points, I want to paint the low points something like black. The low points, and all the low points have been painted black. Let me come back here. The last points, the last points, I want them to be painted red. You can see the last points have been painted red. If I want to do away with this format, I will just come to where we have home. Then edit group, then clear format. Not really. Come to the sparkline area, under clear. Remove the high points, the low points, and the last points. And that is exactly how you visualize data using Sparklines.